Man, I'll tell you what, I am so conflicted with this ending. Hello all of my otaku friends, my name is Profitaku and welcome back to my channel. For this Should You Read Sunday, we are taking a look at the 10-volume award-winning music manga called Blue Giant by Shinichi Ishizuka. I'm going to tell you why this should be on everyone's shelf. Stay tuned. Before we get started today, let me know down in the comments below what music manga have you read, what music anime have you watched. Give me some recommendations, I need more. So Blue Giant is an original manga series that was adapted into a pretty popular anime film. This spans 10 volumes and these are by 7Cs in the omnibus format. And for those of you who are curious, this is how they're compared to the Viz regular size editions, just a hair smaller. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this manga has won several awards, including the Shigakukan Manga Awards, as well as the Japan Media Arts Festival Grand Prize for Manga. So this manga actually starts a franchise of series. So this is the original series, and then there is a sequel series called Blue Giant Supreme, which continues right at the end of the last volume of Blue Giant. That spans 11 volumes. It ended in 2020. No word on an official English release. And actually now there's a third sequel series that continues after Blue Giant Supreme. So this story is quite a simple one. We follow our main character, Dai Miyamoto. He is the basketball star in his senior year of high school. He finishes the season and he looks to start a new passion, tenor saxophone playing. But not just any tenor saxophone playing, he specifically wants to focus on jazz, with his ultimate goal of being the best jazz saxophone player in the entire world. Thus, this goal, alongside getting gifted a tenor saxophone from his brother, is the catalyst for his journey across Tokyo, where he meets new people and is granted new opportunities to foster a professional music career. So this manga is super interesting because it takes a very similar perspective to My Hero Academia. We actually know that he becomes the greatest saxophone player in the world. So this is more of kind of like a autobiographical work. We go back in time to watch how he did that. So just like how Deku is the #1 hero and we see him go through school, we see the exact same thing in Blue Giant. So just like in all my Should You Read Sunday reviews, I have 4 pros and 2 cons for this manga. The first one is the life lessons, all of the feels that you get when you read this manga. I love what this manga teaches you. Follow your dreams, work hard no matter what the obstacles are. Take a risk, you never know where it will lead to. Me starting my MangaTube channel. Lean on your friends and create a support system. Create networking opportunities for yourself and continue to push the boundary towards what's possible. And I just think that this is a message, even though it's a music manga, this is a message that really appeals to such a broad audience. The next pro that I have is the art. This is some of the most interesting and dynamic art that I've ever seen in manga. So what's the biggest issue with music manga? Well, you can't hear the damn music. So what this mangaka does to overcome this hurdle is, through their distinct art style, they create these characters and these scenes that flow and have motion. In turn, as a reader, I could really feel the music. I could just envision myself in this atmosphere. And it was such a unique reading experience that I haven't had in a really long time. The next pro that I have is the pacing. With a 10-volume series, the mangaka did a great job with shelling out important details in essential scenes that really helped expand the world of Blue Giant. While on the other side, they did a great job with progressing through time skips in a very natural way so that the flow of the journey never felt like it was getting bogged down. The last positive that I have of this manga are the characters. They are so well written, from the main characters to all the different side characters. What blew my mind is that through each arc there are very important side characters that really influence the story, and they're all written so memorably with such great character traits that you just remember them so vividly later on. And what I also liked was that there's just not this huge influx of side characters and then everything gets really messy. It's just really focused, and I really appreciate that. Now, I do have two cons. I think that they are very important to bring up. And the first one is the realism at the beginning of the series. So Dai has no experience playing music, but the way that they paced the beginning, which is, you know, I did talk about how the pacing was great, but at the beginning, I didn't quite think it was realistic to see him go from a complete novice to in 1 year, he's doing these things that I just can't fathom. And look, this is just coming from my experience as a middle school band director for a year, okay? I taught 6th grade beginning woodwinds and beginning brass. There's no way this guy got that good. But hey, it's just a fictional story, so look, I'll just take my foot off the pedal for that one. The last con that I have is the ending, and I brought this up at the beginning of the video. Look, we have a fantastic story, and it's progressing so well. And then we have chaos for the sake of chaos, which is okay. It's okay if it's done well. And I think that this made sense. But the issue I have is that how it wrapped it up after the chaos. Basically, you had like 2 chapters left in the whole story, and it literally just went, that's it. And then it was over. And I was like, whoa, this was a huge event. And I just think that it needed to be shelled out. Just give it 5 more chapters. That's all I'm asking. Overall, I just think that the ending should have ended more naturally. You know, it was one of those things where it was just like, bam, bye Felicia. Like, and you're just sitting there just like, okay. Now, you know what? It was still a great journey. It's not a bad ending. It's just a unique ending. So that is my complete manga series review for Blue Giant. Do I recommend you pick this up? Absolutely. I gave this a 9 out of 10. If you can divide it into smaller decimal points, it'd be like an 8.75. It was absolutely fantastic. I definitely recommend you pick these up sooner rather than later because, you know, with 7Cs, things go out of print. And I don't know if this is that popular, to be honest with you. So this is definitely a series like Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. I just see just falling away, and then we're gonna get like 100 isekai. As always, if you enjoyed my video, please hit that like button, tap the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you know when more of my videos come out, and I will see you in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.